been made to credit any payments due into your account either on or before the last working day prior to the bank holiday. More information on this can be found at gov.uk. Please listen to all the options and select the appropriate one that applies to you to ensure we direct your call. If you're calling to make a new PIP claim or would like an update on your recent new claim, press 1. To discuss a bereavement, press 2. If you disagree with the decision we've made, press 3. If you're calling to inquire about your Motability lease or vehicle, press 4. If it's about deductions from your benefit, press 5. And for all other PIP inquiries, press 6. To hear these options again, your call may be recorded today. We will treat your personal information carefully. We may use it for any of our purposes. To learn about your information rights and how we use information, please see our Personal Information Charter at gov.uk. We're working hard to connect you to someone as quickly as we can. Please stay on the line and we'll put you through
Updating
to an
information to PIP about my disability status.
To an advisor, I will ask you some questions to confirm your identity. I may ask for information more than once to make sure it is correct. Please
Obviously, I'm going to
worry or
pause
be
it
put off. We do this to help people
until I
more
get through
quickly.
to someone, yeah?
If there are any issues, please stay on the line.
But they're recording it,
An
so I'm
advisor will talk to you.
recording it for myself as well,
I need
which
to
I'm
know
going
your
to upload.
date of birth. Please.
Personal information done. Might get asked it again, though.
Thank you for waiting. Please stay on the line.
Could take
and
a
we'll
while,
answer your
this
call
call,
as soon
so
as possible.
got to be patient about it. Going to give them a full update on information, and then they can check with my doctor.
Thank you for waiting. Please continue to hold and we will answer your call as soon as possible. Did you know our busiest
So I'll
times
pause
on
it until
Mondays
they
and
start
weekday evenings,
actually
4
talking.
p.m. and 5 p.m. Calling about claim today?
Yes, it's to update some information regarding my claim.
Yeah, of course, not a problem. So I just need to ask you some questions to confirm I am speaking to the correct person.
Yeah, that's no problem. You know, the news that's been announced by the government. You know, so today's just about updating all the information for you on the progression of my disability now and how it's affecting my life. Before Capita get on my case for their army recruitment drive.
Okay, so you just want to make me aware of your medical...
Yeah, I've got a letter to read out to you from a specialist regarding my PTSD, which is now being recognised because of the trauma that I've been put through over various things, including the Investigatory Powers Act that was used to set me up and imprison me, which I spoke to a guy called Paul the time before I had to let you know that I'd been in prison for 77 days.
What I would advise you, okay,
Yeah.
If it's regarding medical changes...
No, it's no medical changes. It's just updating information for you to go with my claim, so you've got plenty of time to assess it all properly. I'm still unfit to work or serve, so I'm just updating the information to the correct government department.
Of course, so I can definitely leave a note in the account for you. However, just to make you aware that you're not actually under review at the moment.
No, I know that. I'm not up for review until 2026.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So I can leave a note in the system for you.
Yeah, that's no problem at all, because all this is ongoing and it's going to be getting worse anyway. So nothing's going to be changing. It just means my health's going to be deteriorating. So.
are you able to briefly just tell me what you would like me to note on the system?
Yeah, sure. I've got to read this letter out to you. This is from what's the lady's name? I'll spell it out to you because I can't pronounce her name without laughing. All right.
You don't actually have to tell me the lady's name.
Okay.
That's absolutely fine. You can just
Yeah.
tell me briefly.
No problem. She's the council's new revenue stream for mental health specialist. This is the letter that she sent to me on 28th of February 2024. Thank you for taking the time to attend our disability assessment appointment, blah, 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 which was all done over the phone on 8th of the 12th, 2023. You reported the main difficulties you are experiencing relate to post-traumatic symptoms. We therefore agreed that another service, Peterborough Adult Locality Team, may be better suited to support you at this present time. After completing treatment with them, you may refer yourself or be referred to PALT or your GP to us. You have been discharged from our service back to the care of your GP. Symptom questionnaire was PHQ, whatever that is, 9. It's just like a dash 9. That score was 19 out of 27, which indicates moderately severe depression. GAD /7, 16 out of 21, which indicates severe anxiety. Risk, you reported no current risk concerns. We are unable to provide support provide support in a crisis. Should you feel your risk increases, you can get help from the following services. I don't need to read that out to you. That's only about contacting doctor or mental health team. Excuse my breathing. That's the emphysema. If in future you feel you would benefit from our services, then please discuss with us, blah, blah, blah. Yours sincerely, the long name that makes me laugh. And that's from the High Intensity Therapist, NHS Cambridgeshire and Peterborough Talking Therapies.
I've left the note of
Yes.
the account for you.
Yes.
But like I said before, I'd advise you not to worry because obviously your claim still continues like normal.
Yes. Yes.
And then obviously when you're under review, if you have any further medical changes, you can report that to us.
Yes. Due to a state incident in while I was serving the 77 days where they checked my bodily system for illegal drug use in prison, they collapsed my vein in my right arm and I'm suffering from circulation problems, which is also increasing my health issues at the moment now. This has been discussed with my doctor where I've had to refuse the doctor sticking more holes in my veins to go along with my PIT claim and my yearly checkups and that, while my body tried to repair itself, which it hasn't been able to do that properly. And I'm, getting pains in my left arm, which goes straight to my heart. So I am at risk of, problems on that side of it as well now. That can go on your system. Because that was state damage, not caused by the disability which I already had. My knee at the moment, my left knee, is being assessed at the moment, and it's on its way out. There's too much movement in it, and I've been getting bleeding coming from behind the kneecap, which, I'm looking at a knee replacement, which at some point I won't be having done, because I don't trust the state enough now to be cutting me open and digging around in my body when they can't even look after my circulatory system. I have actually bought a mobility scooter off Amazon now, although it's a two-wheeled mobility scooter because it was the cheaper option to buy with my PIP benefit. Okay, but I am actually on a mobility scooter now.
Cool.
Okay.
I've noted all this in the system for you.
Lovely, thank you very much.
You have your review. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm also having very bad arthritic problems throughout my body now, which is affecting the use of my hands as well, and both middle fingers on both hands actually lock in place, which I'm discussing with the doctor as well. I only have enough energy now, due to all the multiple problems that I have, to potter about around my garden, and I don't walk my dogs anymore because I can't. I'm tied to the scooter now to get about. I can't manage the bus, the mile walk to the bus stop anymore, so I have a foldable scooter which my local bus service allows me to get to the supermarkets to collect my food, and then I carry the food back on the mobility scooter, rather than carrying bags or anything like that. So that can be added to the information for the system. I have actually got the mobility scooter now, and the doctor has proof of that as well.
I don't mean to interrupt you there.
Yes.
What I would advise you is, because obviously this is quite a lot of...
I know, I did clearly say that it would, but your phone calls are recorded, so...
No, of course, but just
Okay.
to make you aware that when we leave a note in the system, this doesn't actually act as further evidence on your account.
No, I know that, but you have it in a recorded call anyway, so it can all be referred back to if you need to check or whatever.
The best thing to do is, if, for example, your conditions are getting a lot worse, the best thing to do is actually send us the medical records by post, because they are the ones get acted on the account as further evidence.
Yes, well, like I said, Capita are supposed to contact the doctor about the medical issues, not someone that's not medically trained. So...
No, it's just if you need to send us any further medical records, we advise claimants to actually send them to us by post.
Yes.
If they act as further evidence.
Yes, that's no problem at all. When that time's needed, then I'll ask the doctor to release my medical records again, which he had to release my full medical records at the time to the court for my imprisonment for 77 days under the Investigatory Powers Act, if you see what I mean.
I have noted all this on the system.
Yes,
for you.
lovely, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm currently taking antidepressants for my PTSD, which is due to my ADHD, which is why I'm hyperactively talking. What happened with that is due to all the added mental issues and PTSD and all the pressure, I'm fighting at the moment to stop it turning into a bipolar disorder, and successfully doing so by just not playing along with government games and whatever else nonsense that's going on. I don't vote or anything else, so I don't watch media or news. I'm simply not interested, because I'm having to focus on myself, my own health, and just potter around and live out the last of my life as it is currently, which is turning into a very painful thing. I'm being prescribed nefapam for that, which is for the PTSD and the knee and the sciatic nerve problems and everything else. So it's a multiple use drug. I am also being referred to a private clinic for herbal cannabis now, which is being supported by my doctor, where I will have access to softer medication that will complement my body and make it easier on my body, which is now rejecting most pain relief, and any other heavier drugs that my body just can't process anymore. So I will be legally prescribed cannabis for those ailments, okay, which will be supported by my doctor. I don't think the government likes the idea very much that that's going to be funded by my disability benefit, but hard luck, they should have done the right thing rather than make us go through the private route, and they should have had it on the NHS, which my doctor is trying to change. Okay?
Not a problem. I've noted all this on the system.
Yeah,
for
no
you, okay?
problem.
But if you need to send us any further evidence, just send it over to us. Right?
Yes, no problem at all. Okay?
Thank you so much for giving us a call today.
No problem at all. Thank you very much for listening and your patience, okay?
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah, there's a name that I can't pronounce without laughing. Mwenda My Long Wanny Smells of Bass. Oh, mate. No, I can't. It's an African name and it's not hate speech. I just see the funny side of life because I have to in my current situation. There's my walking stick beside the bed. There's my dead dog's flowers growing on the windowsill and they're starting to bloom like the flag I had at the top of the tree there. You've heard an honest account of my disabilities, all updated to the government now, minus my personal information and all that sort of stuff. This is a 20-minute video. I think I was waiting about 40 minutes on while I got through whatever queue it was. So time and patience. I didn't bite the anxiety bullet that Sunak tried firing on the disabled people to make their lives even more stressful and worrisome as they try to fund their stupid wars through taking away the needy and vulnerables' benefits that have been hard paid in to by their and myself's ancestors and relatives' taxes. So they can't siphon that off now to pay for bombs to drop on people in other countries, forcing them to come to this country for asylum. So that should be the end of that nonsense, unless the next government do exactly the same and they have to be sacked as well. But we are looking at the fall of the UK government now for what they've done with their corruption and siphoning off taxes and making the decent folks of this country's lives even more miserable and harder than they should be. Okay, so their Investigatory Powers Act has backfired on them because everything is provable. Everything that I've stated in that conversation can be checked and verified, including the prison botched drug test to see if I'd taken any illegal drugs in prison, which I hadn't, because I clearly told them when I get out of here, I will talk to my doctor about getting my cannabis sorted out for pain relief, so I didn't have to source any illegal drugs in prison. So you purposely damaged my fucking vein, and you can still see the scar of it. Yeah. They collapsed my vein to cause me a long-term issue that would eventually kill me. So the codes of use in the Investigatory Powers Act are for the use of information purposes. They can employ actors to set a person up, any person in this country, any political opponent, or any threat to UK PLC by using and employing actors and moving actors into your life to get the information they're after. Even employing the tactics of sectioning, imprisoning, or if you pose a threat to UK PLC or the Crown, to kill you or me. That's what I've just been proving. Right? And guess what? Because I'm putting it online publicly, after calling for the government's sacking, the King's security services and intelligence services can check and verify everything of what was done to me. Now, when I had to update the information when I left prison, when I was released, the claim just continued. I was just moved on to universal credit from income support. So they basically just changed the name of the benefit, which has a legal fine print to it. All working age people in the UK must be proved fit to work. Third word to be amended at a future date. That word work will be changed to serve at a time of their choosing. It's forced conscription and war planning. Right? By the globalist traitors that are in the government, which the King wants rid of because they're corrupt. And we all want rid of them as well. With the vaccine mandates that are killing our relatives and all the other nonsense that goes with it. We don't want it. America's facing the same problem, as are a lot of other countries around the world. Have also been infiltrated by the same people. Except for countries that have religious governments. How about that? So the ones they're accusing of being the enemy are the ones that they couldn't infiltrate. Because they can't pretend to be mullahs or you see what I mean now? So it's all backfiring on them. What's happening in Gaza, it's all related because the globalist government in the UK want to put boots in the ground in Gaza and in Ukraine now and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's all connected. It's just I didn't get fooled by all the smoke and mirrors. Because I was protecting the dogs in my house, not what was going on outside the house, which was all fear and media projection by Murdoch's lot and all them. So that's how they pushed their COVID nonsense. And I'm done with this video. That's 28 minutes. I'm going to put it down as updating government department on disability progression. Okay. Have a lovely Friday, folks. Thank God it's Friday, eh? It's a bit of a rainy day out there today, so it's softening the ground for when I need to go out there and potter about and do a bit more. But for today, we're all having a pat cuddle on the bed and just taking it easy. Re-listening to Mike Righteous's Born Again album, which, yeah, very impressed. So that's what I'm listening to it on. Yeah, it's on Mike Righteous Topic on YouTube. Full album's there. Yeah, spread the message. The artist Mike Righteous has said that all proceeds are, or all proceeds from the concert. I'm not sure exactly what. You'll have to look on his Facebook profile or his other profiles to see what he said, because I can't speak for the man himself. But the proceeds were going to the children and the grieving of Gaza, which I thought was a very noble thing to do. So I'm throwing my weight behind that. I've already posted the link to friends in Canada and others around the world as well by posting it public on my Facebook profile. I do have friends around the world on my Facebook profile in many, many countries, so the word's gone out about it. They can look it up on the links provided, or whatever links they use in their particular countries to do that. And yeah, get that message out there, innit? Blast it from your car speakers or your van speakers. You know, when you got the idiots that are fighting against it, yeah, blast it out the window so they can't not get what it's all about. Because don't forget, what's happening in Gaza could very well happen to the UK and any other country on the planet if they get their war what they're after. So I'll leave it at that, and that ties it up nicely to a 30-minute video. 56, 57, 58. Have a good day, folks.